Welcome to Guns and Gear Network, everyone. Appreciate you tuning in. Today we're going to take a look at what I think is the most complete tactical survival library content available. Stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. Appreciate you tuning in. So today we're going to take a look at what I think is one of the most thorough tactical survival libraries that I have seen. So if you follow my channel, I recently did a video about gaining knowledge or collecting knowledge. Have you a way to store it? We talked about SD cards and memory sticks and things like that. So there's a guy that had an eBay store, but he also has other stores. We'll discuss that here in a second. That had a couple survival libraries, I call them. So, and I reached out to him and I said, hey, would you like to do a video? And I'd like to look at your content and see what you have in your products. And he said, sure, be glad to participate. So I want to thank the folks over at 1776patriotusa.com. So there is their information. I will have links in the section below, like always, where my Amazon store and all that is. So I will have all their information. They also have an Etsy store right there, and then if you look, there's a promo code there too, guys, and I'll put that, I'll annotate that for you guys, and that sort of thing. So I'll also put his eBay store in too, if you prefer buying through eBay, but most people prefer you to buy direct on their websites. It just costs them less cost to do business, so they were able to make a little more profit. So Etsy and eBay and everybody's going to charge them, where direct from their website, the 1776patriotusa.com would probably be the best option. So I want to thank those folks over there. So what we're going to do is going to take a look. They'll send you this memory stick like this. Here it is on their website. Let's take a look. It's 100 plus gigabytes of information, and this right here is 128 gigabytes, and it's almost full. So it is a lot of information, and we're going to dive into it just a little bit. I'm not going to go crazy with trying to show you everything that's in here, but I am going to show you some of it because I think it's very important. And then we're going to take a look at a few other things that he sent that's available through his website that I think is pretty neat. All right, so what you're going to do, I went ahead and put it in my USB drive, and then it's going to come up right here, Survival and Preparedness. And once you click on it, double click, you're going to start seeing all these categories and catalogs. So let's just look at a couple right now. So animals and livestock. Well, if you look, it doesn't look like a lot of content, but these are folders. So if you click, it has all these PDFs for that, okay? So then we'll go back, and then let's look at EMP. Then you look, it has all these folders. Go back. So I'm going to go over some of these. So beekeeping, books and magazines. Click on that. And he has a list of magazines, American Survival Guide. There's a lot of magazines in here. So he's downloaded actual magazines. And there's also other things. Let's see. LDS Preparedness, Life After Doomsday. So a lot of good reading here. Modern Survival Retreat. So this is probably articles and just full magazines. So let's just take a look at one of them here. The Modern Survival Retreat. Let's see what it looks like. So there you go. So it's literally a magazine. So it's got everything. So this right here has entertainment. It has obviously knowledge and information that you can use. So that's, I mean, it's just a great all-around content that I've found, the most complete I've ever seen, really. So let's look at this. So they also have one thing I wanted to show you here. Let me find it real quick. Military guides and manuals. So this right here was important to me because and it has a lot of them, like over 100 military training manuals. So let's just go over some that's in here. U.S. Army Rifle Marksmanship M16. I just saw one. What was it? Navy SEAL Sniper Training Program. Let's just click on that real quick. See what it looks like. So these are actual training manuals. You can tell by the design of the formatting that these are actually military training manuals. They've been declassified. Some of this stuff is classified when it first comes out, but this right here is just page after page after page of information in that particular topic. And then they have plenty of other topics. Let's see here. USMC Water Survival Course, United States Air Force Survival Manual. Let's see. Soldier's Handbook, SEER training, which is survival and escape and evasion training. Special Forces caching techniques. Let's check that one out. That's kind of cool. They usually have when these are written. I'm trying to see here. It's probably at the very back at the bottom. But this right here gives you all the information. So tons of stuff. Let's go back. All right, so fitness. Let's look at that one. Arnold's info. I assume that's Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm sure it is. Go back. Breaking muscle strength conditioning, blah, blah, blah. Bugging out. Different ones there. Medical health hygiene. So this one's always important. And they've got tons of guides in here. From diabetes to human waste to homemade foods, pandemic flu preparedness, poisoning, physical fitness, and they throw in some survival manuals too as far as U.S. Army medical course. So they've kind of, what I like about this is categorized. So if you just find medical, then you can find the other stuff. But super, super good content, guys. $34.95 on his website. I think it's well worth that. I can tell you, if you go out, you will spend hours and hours and hours trying to categorize and catalog all this information. I mean, hours. So to me, my time's worth more than that, and I would gladly pay for something like this for $35. That's exactly what I would do. So if you're looking for some one-stop shop, go ahead and get your information from here, like we talked about. And they have other ones too. So just kind of keep an eye out. American Survival Guide magazine, digital issues, blah, blah, blah. So he has some different content too. He sent me a few other little things I want to discuss. He does these little Prepper's Mini Pharmacy in these what looks kind of like an Altoid tin. And it's got some basic medications, you know, aspirin, Motrin, things like that. Ibuprofen, that's probably Benadryl, looks like, or something similar to Benadryl. This probably is antidiarrheal. Yep, so you got that, which is kind of cool. And I now can't get it back in here good. I'll have to figure that out. Then he has little Ranger bands to hold it together. So he sent me that. Very neat. And then he sent me this first aid kit, emergency first aid kit, off-grid. Just something to keep, burn gel, keep in your car, that kind of thing. Very cool. And I think I'll look and see how much these are. Let's take a look, guys. About $12 looks like. One's about $16, one's about $12, whatever. But pretty cool. These here. Now he also sent me this, which is pretty neat. This right here is to take your Sawyer Mini and make it into a bucket where you can fill up a large bucket with water that needs to be purified, and then you hook up this. You have to drill a hole in a bucket. It goes through your Sawyer Mini and then into a larger bucket, so you don't have to sit there and it works off of gravity and pressure, because when this thing's full, a lot of pressure is going to be pushing through, so that way you can purify your water pretty quickly. And let's see what that kit is. You're looking at about, I don't know which one I got. It looks like one kit. I think that's what this is. $13. So everything's included here to be able to do it and do your Sawyer mini kit. That's pretty cool. I actually think that's a neat idea. But anyway, guys, appreciate you tuning in. I highly suggest you go get you over to this website here and get you this information that he has available. It would be priceless in a true grid down situation. And I think this would be a great fit for any prepper, especially if whether it be for yourself or to pass this information along to friends, family, and so forth. But anyway, guys, appreciate you tuning in. If you got any questions, post those below. And as always, like, share, and subscribe. Bring another video shortly. Have a great day.